Hi guys, so we arrived to a very important week. The name of this week, of this portion, is Beshalach, and it's all about the exit of the Israelites from Egypt and crossing the Red Sea. Running away, you can imagine people running after them, in front of them the sea, the Red Sea, and they should pass through it, as the story tells us. And by the end of the story, they will reach the desert, and from there, they'll go, after 40 years, they'll arrive to Israel. What is it all about? And what kind of strength we can take from this portion this week? How many times, or did you ever experience a dead end in your life? Please write it down to yourself. This is what happened at that moment, dead end. And the question is, what allowed back then and allows us to jump out of the dead ends? And how can we tap into something bigger than the life, the existence, the limitation that we are experiencing? We start with the fact that when the Israelites are crying, calling, praying, the voice tells them, don't cry to me, don't ask my help. How many times we raise our eyes and ask for the help of the Creator? Don't ask for my help. What should I do? And in this, the Creator is telling the Israelites, a prayer will not help in this case. There is another realm that you need to tap into in order for you to jump out from the low level you have been in Egypt to experiencing an opening of a dead end, which is a certain level or a high level of miracle. So the first thing is that we want to tap, and how can we tap into jumping over the limitations into the endless realm, the miraculous realm? The second question is, how can we jump from a low point, wherever we are? If the Israelites managed back then, what is the secret that will allow us to jump from wherever we are towards a higher level, a higher dimension that will allow us to experience a miracle? So we start with a teaching from Abraham, the patriarch, from the Sefer Yetzirah, the book of formation, that explain that there are three things that didn't exist before this world, and they had to be created out of nothing. And it is the world, which is the space in which we are living, the time, which is called the year, and nefesh, which is the soul or human being. And those three things are limiting us in a certain world, limited world, reality in which we are living, that doesn't allow us to jump into another dimension of experiencing endless miracles all the time. In order for us to break through it and to jump to that other reality, we're going to learn the three things shortly that we need to do. I need to emphasize that everything that I'm sharing with you now is based on a lecture of Michael Berg from 2022 about portion Beshalach. There you hear all in details. So the first thing is the space, the normal space we experience in this lifetime. It's how things are, right? It's the normal reality. and it limits what we see, what we experience. We need to travel. It limits us. It limits our consciousness. But there is another level, another parallel universe, parallel space in which endless blessings exist. One, in this portion, we will be capable to tap into the reality, the space that is not limited, beyond our five senses. What we see, what we sense, the ticket we need to buy for the other side of the world, the house in which we live, the space, the normal space for human was earth. What the Israelite experienced then is to go through the sea. And in the moment they started going through the sea, there was another reality that opened for them, and they walked in dry land on another space in the sea. Because parallel to this, the Egyptians are coming, another type of consciousness, the consciousness of the normal limited reality, and they are experiencing the sea as is. Water cannot, people cannot live in water, so they drown. The habitual normal reality. Israelite that had the strength to jump at that moment, and will understand why, what happened there, how they did it. They managed to walk through the sea in the water, like it says, like two walls of water, actually walking in the sea, breathing dry air, as if they are living in the sea. Two different realities. Okay, so the other element is the time. We have the normal time in which we are, time is moving forward. It's continuous. It is repetitive, right? Comes again, the same seasons, more or less. We are changing, but things are staying the same. That's the habitual. The other type of time is when we are considering every moment to be a closer moment for redemption, the end of correction, removing pain and suffering from the world, and immortality and rejuvenation. That every moment we're taking it not as it's for the deteriorate, but the contrary, to bring us to a higher place, to a more connected place, to an endless place. Again, in this portion, we'll gain the strength to jump in towards or to that time, that type of time. We want to invite, lezamen, zman is time in Hebrew, lezamen is to invite the things, the new reality to come into our life towards that other realm, infinite realm, which is endless, which is immortality, which is continuation and redemption. The third is the nefesh. It's the level of the soul, the humanity. And for this, here is our work. We know that we experience many times. We know that the light wants to give endless fulfillment, but many times, most of the time, it's not what we experience. We experience lack. We experience not enough. And we know that through our spiritual work, restriction and sharing, we can increase that vessel. But can we imagine ourselves to become endless vessels? It's a bit strange, or it seems impossible. So how is it becoming possible? And what the Israelites did back then that allowed them to do that? And that is when we are removing the I am. As far as I believe, even a little bit, even sometimes, that I did it, that it was my idea, that it was my creation, that it is my family, that it is my money, it is my thought, yes, my work, my time, my children, my family, me and I. As far as I have this in mind, I will be kept limited. No matter what change, it will move a little bit, but I will be kept limited. I won't be capable to experience that endless, that beyond limitation. And that was the Egyptian experience, the normal rules of existence. Yes, the limitation. It's a known space, but it's limited. And sometimes brings to dead ends. Contrary than that, it's that knowing every minute, every single thing that happens and that we do and that we think, to know inside of me clearly that it's nothing of me. We spoke about it, but we want to emphasize in another way, it's not me. Nothing of this is me. Every breath that I take, every life that I have, of course, prosperity or connection, love, it's all, everything is possible by the energy of the light of the Creator inside of me. Without this, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. And when I will manage to have clarity, to strengthen that understanding, I'll grow from the place of the light is helping, the light is in the business, to the light is all. The light is the source of everything that I am, that I have created. And that's the work that we want to experience, to do more and more, to exercise at every time, again and again and again, to grow ourselves to that place that I know that everything that I have, that I am, is totally the light of the Creator. How the Israelite did it? Well, the same way. Why? Because the moment they started to walk in the water, not capable to breathe, right? But something else happened. They managed to breathe. And that is the moment, every moment that they walked in that water, they experienced the presence and the existence of the light at every step and every breath they took. Because it's totally clear that they wouldn't have been capable to do it without the injection of the light at every single moment. And that's what it says in the portion, Vaisa, Like you need to travel, you need to move away from the regular known world existence, consciousness, towards that realm of everything is the light. When you do that, you'll be capable to tap into that realm that is miraculous, that is out of nature, or nature as we know with our five senses. And the question for us is to remember times in which we experience the same, maybe one moment, maybe a second, but we experience this. A time in our life, a moment in life that we say, oh my God, things are happening in my life, blessings are happening in my life, and it cannot happen if it's not for the light of the Creator. I want to remember that. Write down all those times. Having your dead end and those experiences, we will start our meditation. So you can breathe in, breathe out, and just close your eyes. And I want you to walk towards the Dead Sea. You are on the shore. Behind you is the Egypt. All your limitations, your limited belief system, your heavy thoughts, your difficulties. Believing I cannot, it won't be successful. What if it will go wrong? You feel that pressure pushing you towards a dead end. What is your dead end? Feel that pressure. Feel the situation in which you are living. Now, we're gonna start walking into the water. You walk deeper and deeper. And as you walk in, please bring to your memory all those times that the light was with you. That the light did the work as you were not present at all. Or you couldn't. And you keep on walking into the water, and the water reach the level of your shoulders and throat and even the mouth. And you keep on breathing in and breathing out. And you continue to walk into the Dead Sea, and the water reaches your nose. But you know that the light is with you, that the light is the one that injects your life, your breath, your thoughts, your success, the answers. And you keep on walking until the water covers you up. And you pause for a moment and you keep on breathing in, breathing out, feeling the presence of the light in this very awkward moment, being in the water in another reality, impossible reality. Possible only thanks to the energy of the infinite light. You open yourself and you give yourself totally for the light to do his work, its work. You see how your breath is going smoothly, and in your mind, thoughts are coming from the endless. And in your heart, you feel endless love, and certainty. And you know that the Creator is here with you 100%. And that force will guide you and will show the way. And you continue walking slowly in the water. And you start to see clear about this dead end. Your feelings are starting to clear out. You become more and more open for the light to lead the game. And as you walk, an understanding comes to you. Solutions, protection, all of this from the endless light. You feel to have affinity with that source. You feel to have confidence in that source. And even to have joy in your heart with everything that is happening. You keep on walking straight and you're going to reach the other side of the Red Sea. You start walking out of the water step by step until your head is going out and your nose, your mouth, your shoulders, and the body and the legs. You are ready to experience another level of this reality, being led and guided by the light. You're going to come back to your place. Pay attention to your breathing. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're going to open your eyes. Welcome back, and I wish you a great week and with great openings. Bye.